Hello, welcome to my channel. How are you today? So I am so excited today to be participating in an awesome collab. It is the Health and Fitness Collab. Please do me a favor, after you've watched this video, please go check out all of the lovely ladies who have participated in this collab down below. All of their channels will be linked in the description box. Alright guys, so obviously by the title of the collab, it is a health and fitness video. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the 21-day fix. I've got some more in-depth videos on my channel, which I will try to link probably right up here, so you guys can take a look at some of the things I've been doing in the past week since the new year. But basically what I'm doing right now is called the 21-day fix. It is an exercise and diet program. I absolutely, completely love it. I'm actually on round 2 right now and loving every minute of it. I weighed myself today. I actually weigh less than before I got pregnant, so that is awesome. It's not all about weight loss though for me. It was more about toning up and getting into shape. My body was just really not in shape. I hadn't worked out in eons, like years. I have no idea when the last time I worked out was. Actually, I do. It was 2013. So that just goes to tell you, it had been about 3 years since I'd seen a gym. So I started on the 21-day fix January 4th. I finished round 1. I was really happy with the results. I continued on to round 2. Round 2 just means I'm essentially just doing the same thing exactly over again for 21 more days. And after that 21 days, I'm actually going to be doing the 21-day fit extreme because I feel like I'm kind of ready to move on to the next level with this. So I'll be doing some more videos about that. But first, let's talk about my routine. As you guys may or may not know, I am a mother. I had a baby in May, little baby Emmy, who I love to death. Also, I do work full time, so I've got a very, very hectic schedule between, you know, taking care of the baby, working full time. I'm out of the house about 50 hours a week, commuting back and forth a little bit, all that good stuff, and also my YouTube channel, of course. Let's not forget about you guys. I've got a very, very hectic schedule. What I love about the 21-day fix is that I do meal prep on Sundays. Meal prep is super important to me. It has literally freed up hours of my time. It gives me time during the week to film videos just like this and do the things that I really want to do. Now, I do love to cook, and I know at one point in my life, probably a little bit in the future when I've got a little bit less of a hectic schedule, I will probably be cooking every night again because it is one of my very favorite things to do. But however, right now with the way my life is and my lifestyle, it suits me so much better to do all of my meal prep and all of my cooking on Sundays. That way all of my meals are ready to go. My breakfast, lunches and dinners are done within a matter of 2 to 3 hours on Sunday afternoon, and then I don't even have to think the rest of the week. Neither does my husband. He just pulls out what he needs to eat, I pull out what I need to eat, and everybody is super happy. Dinner takes about 5 minutes to get on the table, maybe 10 if I've got a little bit of extra something to do, but literally no time at all. We are very, very happy with the meal prep. It has been going awesome, and again has freed up so much time for me during the week. It's been amazing. One of the other ways that I stay healthy, and I know this is not possible for everyone, I mentioned it in one of my other 21-day fix videos, is I work out during my lunch break. So I kind of had to make a choice. Either it was going to be, and I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to fit it into my schedule before this, but what I discovered is at work, if I just say to myself, no, I'm stopping for lunch and I'm going to work out, and I'm going to do my 30-minute, fitness routine at lunch every single day, then it magically happens. Even though if it sometimes feels like I don't have a lot of time in the day to spare, or I was working through my lunches a lot before, I've just found ways to make time in my day to make sure that I make 30 minutes just for me to work out, because I've got to take care of myself. I mean, I think a lot of us women especially will agree that we tend to put ourselves out there so much. We give so much to our families, so much to our employers, so much to everyone else, but then at the end of the day, we're exhausted, we're tired, we're not very happy because we don't take care of ourselves. So one of the things, one of the goals and the commitments that I made to me was to take a little bit better care of myself so that I can better take care of everyone else, because if I'm not on top of my game, how am I supposed to give my 100% to everyone else if I don't even have it to give? So what I do essentially is every single day I work out at my lunchtime, and I've got a set schedule. So at 12 o'clock every day, I do my 21-day fix workout routine for whatever day I'm on that particular, whatever routine is that particular day. I have a workout partner, which is insanely helpful. We keep each other on track. It was a funny story because I was pregnant at work, and people were telling me, oh, there's another girl that's pregnant in another department. You guys should totally meet up. You should talk. She's also due in May. I had never met her. I didn't see her the entire time I was pregnant. She worked in the same building but on a different floor. Well, I show up on February 4th to do my 21-day fix, and there's this girl sitting there, and I'd seen her, actually met her when I got back from maternity leave, and we had chatted for about 5 minutes. I saw her and I was like, hey, what are you doing here because we have a set schedule in our gym, and someone had written 21 Day Fix at 12 o'clock on that schedule. So I knew somebody was doing it, but I wasn't sure who. So I get there, and sure enough, it is her. So we have a wonderful time working out. We are both in the exact same boat, working full time, brand new babies. Well, not brand new anymore, they're 8 months now, but you know what I mean. Trying to get into the swing of things and both trying to get back into shape. It was awesome. And by the way, she had her baby 1 day after Emmy was born, so really, really cool. They are literally the exact same age, so going through the same kind of milestones. We often talk about that as we're getting ready for our workouts or when we're getting ready to go back to work after our workouts. We chat about the babies and stuff, so it's so nice to have somebody to talk to about that kind of stuff as well. Alright guys, anyway, I'm getting all the way off track. So I do work out at lunch. I work out at lunch every single day. I lug my gym bag back and forth, but guess what? I do it, and after I do it, I feel so accomplished and so proud of myself, and I feel so healthy, guys. Like I can't tell you how much working out has changed me. I feel like I have so much more energy now. My body feels better. I feel like I'm sitting up straighter, that I'm smiling bigger. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, it is hard. It's hard sometimes to drag yourself to the gym and drag yourself to do these workouts, but I promise you, if you can do it, if you can make the time and just get it done, you will not regret it. You will feel so great for doing it afterwards. Nobody ever does a workout and then goes, gosh, I wish I hadn't done that. You know what I mean? They make it happen and they do it, and that's exactly what I have been doing, and it has been awesome. Alright guys, so you probably saw the other portion of my video. I am going to be sharing a couple of recipes with you guys. So one of the greatest things about the 21 Day Fix is that you don't have to give up the things you love. You can have carbs, you can have wine, you can have chocolate, you can have all kinds of things. So what I'm going to be showing you is some healthy, lightened up, 21 Day Fix approved Super Bowl snacks. We're going to be making a 7-layer dip, which is one of the things that I literally cannot live without. I mean, I love 7-layer dip so much. I bring it to every single party. Everybody knows that if I'm coming to a party, I'm probably going to bring my 7-layer dip, and that's absolutely right. I probably am, and it's probably because I like to eat it so much. So anyway, we're going to be making a lightened up 21 Day Fix approved version of my 7-layer dip. We're also going to be making, in case you're craving wings, which I love chicken wings because I love all things spicy, we're going to be making a lightened up buffalo chicken wing bite with a blue cheese sauce. Oh my gosh, so good. All right, let's go down to my kitchen so I can show you guys what we're doing. Hey guys, we're down here in the kitchen. I'm going to be putting together my healthy 21 Day Fix approved 7-layer dip. So as you can see, I've got all my ingredients lined up here. Let's go through them one by one. I have some fat-free refried beans. I'm actually going to be using 2 yellow containers of those, so that'll be 2 carbs. Now, so the dip is something that's meant to be shared, right? You're not supposed to eat the whole dip by yourself. However, you are allotted, on my particular calorie plan, you are allotted 2 yellow containers per day. So if you did eat the whole dip by yourself, then I guess you still wouldn't be cheating, essentially, because, you know, you're allowed to have 2 yellows, but I probably will eat about half of this dip. So one of these filled with refried beans is 1 yellow container. Next, I have some salsa here. Salsa does count as a fruit. This is almost full. It's probably like 85% full. That's how much was left in my jar, so we're just gonna go with it. Okay, after that, I've got some plain non-fat Greek yogurt. This takes the place of sour cream in my recipe. We have been using this consistently in place of sour cream. Sorry about the background noise, guys. Emmy is fussing a little bit. Anyway, we've been using this consistently in place of sour cream in my recipes, and it is awesome. We actually have grown very fond of this. So this is actually going to count as a protein as well. So I've got 1 red container full of that. For my veggies, I have half of the container full of sliced green onions or spring onions. The other half is full of diced tomato. For our blue container, which is healthy fats, I have it full of shredded 2% Mexican cheese blend. And then over here, just to top it off, I've got some lime wedges, which I'm going to squeeze on top, and also some fresh cilantro. This will only go on half of the dip because my husband doesn't like it, so the cilantro half will be my half. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and assemble this, and I'll put it together and show you guys what it looks like. Voila! Check out my masterpiece. So this is our 7-layer dip. Here's a little look from the side. You can see the refried beans, the Greek yogurt, the salsa, the cheese is layered in there. Then I've got it topped with the tomatoes and green onions, and on one side I've got some cilantro. Then I just went ahead and squeezed some fresh lime over the entire top of it just to add some freshness to it, and it is so good, guys. This is like our favorite recipe ever. Okay, so what is a dip without dippers? Let's talk about a couple of things. So originally, and of course what you were probably thinking I was gonna say, is you can use fresh vegetables to dip in the dip, and that's very delicious and very good. So I've got some celery sticks here, also a little bit of zucchini that I've sliced into rounds with my mandolin. But if you are truly craving that crunchy chip and you just can't have a dip, especially a 7-layer dip, without some sort of tortilla chip, I have a solution. it's taco shells. So on the 21-day fix, 2 of these corn tortilla taco shells, the crunchy taco shells, count as 1 carb. So if I'm having half of this dip, right, so I've got my refried beans on the bottom, that's 1 carb. 2 of these shells will also count as 1 carb. So what I can do is just break those up into little chips and use those as my chips for my dip. And then I'm not cheating on the diet at all. Isn't that awesome? Okay guys, for our second recipe, we're going to be making some boneless buffalo chicken bites with a creamy blue cheese dressing. So delicious. Okay, so first thing we have here is approximately a pound, a little bit over a pound I got, that's the smallest package they had, of the chicken breast tenderloins. These are all white meat, just the tenderloins. You can use regular chicken breast too if you want to dice it up. We're going to actually cut this into squares, like little bite-sized chunks. Next I have some hot sauce, some garlic powder, some onion powder, and a little bit of cayenne pepper, which is what I'm going to be putting on the chicken to season it. I'll show you all of that in just a second. Let's move over to our blue cheese dip. So for the base of the dip, I've got, again, my fabulous Greek yogurt. Love this stuff, guys. It just takes the place of so many awesome, like, fattening things that are just so delicious, like sour cream, mayo, all that stuff. We've been using it constantly for dips and things like that, and I'll show you what we're going to make with it here. So I've got here 1 red container of the Greek yogurt, 1 blue container of just some crumbled blue cheese. Again, this is totally allowed on the fix. This is the amount of cheese you get. It is a large portion of cheese. I usually end up splitting my container in half for 2 different meals because I love cheese and I love to have it. So, but this is a lot of cheese. So anyway, 1 of each of those to make the dip, and this is a dip to be shared, by the way. I've got a little half a lime here. I'm going to just squeeze that in for some freshness. Also some Worcestershire sauce. We're just going to put a few drops in, and some Himalayan pink salt and pepper. This is a specialty salt, but you can use just regular, you know, sea salt is what you're supposed to use. And we're just going to put a little bit in there just to like liven up the flavor a little bit. So my blue cheese dressing is done. Oh, it's so good. I just mixed everything up. What I'm going to do, I actually did this first before I made the chicken. And again, it's just the salt, pepper, a few dashes of Worcestershire sauce, Greek yogurt, 1 red, 1 blue of the blue cheese. Mix it all up in this container. I'm going to set this in the fridge to let it kind of, let the flavors meld together while I make the chicken. And that's pretty important, guys. You don't want to make this, I mean, if you make it right before, it's still really, really good, but it's going to be so much better if you can let it sit for a little bit. Even if you want to make it a couple hours beforehand, that's probably a really good idea. Hey guys, my chicken is cooking down. Look at this. So I dice it into bite-sized pieces. Sorry, I got a little steam on the lens there. Sprinkled it with garlic powder, onion powder. Both of those are free foods. You can have pretty much as much as you want. A little tiny bit of cayenne pepper because we did post also a couple tablespoons of hot sauce in there. I like things extra spicy, so that's why I put the cayenne. Anyway, it's boiling down. Then I just put a tiny bit of water in there, maybe like 1/4 cup or so, just to kind of get all the seasonings up off the bottom like this. And what that does is create kind of almost like a thicker sauce, like a buffalo type sauce for the chicken without actually adding any butter or anything, you know, bad for you into it. So what I'm going to do is just cook these down a few minutes more, and then I will portion them out. I'm actually going to put them on a serving tray, but I want to show you guys before I do that how I would portion this. So here's my red container here. This is my proteins. It looks like this. I'm going to guesstimate just by judging off of this that I probably have a 1.5 proteins to 2 proteins per person if we eat the entire half of this each. So I've got a pretty good eye after doing this for about 5 weeks now, you know, what my portions look like. But yeah, I would guess if we ate half each, it would probably be 1.5 proteins. Yeah, I can go ahead and guesstimate that. I mean, if you guys are really strict about it, or if you're new to the program and you still need to measure, obviously throw the chicken in there, measure it out. But that's just what I think it might be. Okay guys, so everything is finished. I'm going to show you my super duper awesome 21-day fix approved Super Bowl snacks. So here we have our buffalo chicken bites. These are just chicken breast tenderloins that I sauteed up with some hot sauce and some other awesome herbs and spices. Super delicious, with some celery sticks and of course our super creamy chunky blue cheese dressing. Amazing. Also over here we've got our 7-layer dip, totally done. It looks so good. I can't wait to eat it. And then on the side here with the 7-layer dip, I've got a couple of taco shells that I just heated up a little bit and then broke into pieces, and this is going to help us keep our portions in check for the chip portion of our dip. Okay guys, well that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed our fitness and health chat, and also hope you enjoyed my recipes for Super Bowl. Hopefully they will be helpful to you if you're doing the fix. Even if you're not doing the fix, try to use some of the substitutions that I made from the full fat versions of the things that you would normally use to make these things. You may be pleasantly surprised. I don't know. Try it out. Alright guys, don't forget to go check out all the lovely ladies participating in this collab. Their channels will be linked down below below in the description bar. I thank you so much for watching and hope to see you again soon. Bye!